Like, I don't know what the Democrats are going to do to, like, win back the sensationalism, put it back on their side, make it sexier, but
because that interview you did with Speedy Joe, that ain't gonna cut it.
No, I literally thought that was a skit.
That ain't gonna cut it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I thought Speedy cut himself into a Joe Biden interview because it didn't make sense for like the first couple seconds, and then after a little bit I was like, oh, this is real. Ever have no consent from me in any situation ever. Like, there's no way that would happen. So I'm like, it feels like you're threatening to sexually abuse me.
She was looking good.
Angel, like, both of them are baddies. I just want to say Angel is young, and she's eventually gonna.
You said the girl's 22. You can speak about her like that.
I'm not even talking about her in a sexual manner at all. I'm just saying.
Your whole life is revolved around talking about other people's lives.
What the fuck do you think your ass is doing on that podcast now?
This podcast is sponsored by Graffiti Tax Services. For all your tax preparation needs, you can go to graffititax.com. We're going to put the link right here. It should be somewhere. And yeah, you can head to them during tax season. And if you have any financial or tax preparation questions, head to Graffiti Tax Services. They're our new sponsor. Thank you to Graffiti Tax Preparation Services. That's it. So, I have not known peace for a very long time. Because, do you really want me to get into it?
I mean, be mindful.
I'll get into it.
Our ops are watching.
Okay. My husband, I feel like every morning I wake up to like the most rancid swamp monster smell I've ever experienced in my life. The closest thing that I've experienced to that smell was when I went to school near like a swamp like body of water. And that's kind of what it smelled like. So that's what this nigga farts smell like. And it's gotten to the point where like I just have to leave. Like whenever we have the master bedroom, right? And he uses the bathroom in the master, which is connected to our bedroom, and he wakes up before I do. So then I am woken up with the most unpleasant of smells on a regular basis, and I have to like, close the door after he uses the bathroom, so I'm not choking.
The one thing I will not be punished for is being regular. Okay, especially with the epidemic of black men.
That is very irregular.
When it comes to these issues that you're talking about right now,
that is extremely irregular.
It's kind of insane that you would even.
It smells like the black men died inside you,
but it's not dying in me. That's the important part. It's getting out.
It smells like your insides are dying.
No, it just
like I'm concerned for your health.
I looked it up. It's nothing crazy.
I feel like you might need to go to the doctor.
You think it's that bad?
I do think it's that bad. I don't think this is a human smell coming out of this man.
It's been like this since I was little though. Like I've always been able to rip a good one. Like that's just probably been a talent that I would have to say.
I literally want to fucking kill myself on a regular basis. This man had the nerve to fart while I was brushing my teeth. I was like, my mouth is open right now.
That's not how that happened.
Another situation where I had to just leave the room. I had to go finish brushing my teeth in the other bathroom.
I just feel like.
So now I feel like because of your unnaturally rancid farts and bodily releases that you should use the guest bathroom when you have to take a shit in the morning.
So just kicking me out the whole way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, for my mental health and for our marriage, I feel like you have to do that.
Getting kicked out of my own bathroom.
Or start drinking some of the goddamn green juices.
The green juice is what caused it. Green juice make it more potent. Trying to tell you,
feel like
just
over
ferments it all.
time, it might be a little better, but I don't know. Let's get into it because I don't want to think about this anymore. I can smell it now. Like it's really.
No, you can't.
I have PTSD.
No, you can't.
Are you tired of paying a lot of money for your vacation? My name is Shirley Proctor, and I am a partner with Tavodian, a traveling membership group. I can help you save time, money, help you and your loved ones see the world.
All right, man. You're now listening to Talk FNF TV.
Period.
I'm your host, Rhetoric, and I'm with my lovely and amazing and gorgeous co-host, Miss Reality.
Hi, guys.
You missed the hand claps, though, when I did that.
Yeah, that was not.
See, you won something. You won something. Don't act like you didn't win nothing with it. That's all I'm saying.
He's like so butthurt about this soundboard.
It will be a long going arc for us.
It definitely will, and it's never coming back. I'm sorry.
I'll fight for it. Don't worry. All right, so we got to get into this, man. It's been a crazy weekend. Like, so much stuff has just been happening.
There has been a lot of stuff that happened. And then there was stuff that was happening while we was getting ready for the show. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, word?
Yeah, so Schoolboy Q, his concert got canceled in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
And then he tweeted.
He was going crazy.
And y'all know I'm a TDE girly, period. Black hippie till I die. So I saw it. He was like, they just canceled my show in Toronto. Canadian police don't want nobody from TDE performing. And then a couple minutes after that, he was like, Top was just with Wayne and Baby, shaking my head. Party Next Door just had a show at the Palladium. If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just did it. Period. He didn't say that. But he said, now when somebody get hurt, don't cry. Ooh.
That's kind of lame, though.
We didn't want it to get there. We did not. Like we always say, we never want we keep it in the booth.
Like I said, this is just something that like only Drake can really get off though. Like you're not going to stop Drake. There's nobody that's going to stop Drake from coming to LA. Drake's going to stop you from coming into the whole country if he wants to.
Yeah, probably.
Like I'm pretty sure when all them little numbers was coming out about Toronto and playing Not Like Us and all that shit, he said, "Nah, we got to dead that in the city, my man. The kid can't be played with like that." Mans and them can't do that.
You even sound corny trying to sound like him.
Mans them can't be played with like that.
I want to take these headphones off.
That's hate. That's hate. You just gotta see what kind of power my boy got in the country. He just like the former
Obviously,
president.
Yeah, we know that Drake got mad juice.
Mad pool.
Like, duh. He has mad money.
You saw what happened to Rick Ross.
Money comes with control and power. So
you seen what happened to Ross. Got touched up. That wasn't even in Toronto.
Rick Ross got touched, definitely.
Drake got Toronto. But let's get into this because just like Drake got Canada, Trump officially has America now. So if y'all not aware, this past weekend, Trump had an assassination attempt on his life. He what's been saying now is that he was shot in the ear. Luckily, he was able to be survived.
Assassination attempt feels like a stretch.
I'm just saying, luckily, he was able to survive the attempt on his life. The Secret Service was able to get on top of him, get him out of there. But it had a lot of mixed reactions. A lot of people were feeling like, one, it looked staged. I'm going to be honest, that was my first thought as well. Like,
immediately, yes.
It looked like kayfabe. Like, I'm sitting there like, we went for the ear just like the wrestlers do. Now we see blood and all that. It looked perfect. From what I've been hearing, the kid was named Matthew Crooks. He's about 20 years old, young white Republican out there. He gets on top of the, I guess, like 150 yards, so like a football field and a half away, and he gets on top of the roof. He brings his own ladder, apparently. So apparently he had his own ammo he just bought that day, and he bought a ladder, and no one stopped him in any point or process, to get there. He gets on top of the roof.
Secret Service did not do their job at all.
And I'll get into that in just a moment. He gets a couple shots off. Like I said, they try to say he hit Trump in the ear. That's not what happened. If those type of bullets, the AR-15, that kind of bullet, if it got close to his ear, his whole fucking side of his head would be annihilated.
So what do you think happened?
It was glass. The glass over there that they had around him, the protective glass, it broke and it hit his ear.
Okay.
And then that's what made it look like it was cut up so bad. It brought up all the blood because, like, you trying to tell you, them things don't play. I've worked around guns and bullets before. if it's that close, his whole ear is coming off.
As soon as I saw this happen, I was like, this seems staged. Stupid people are gonna like think that this is like a sign. I mean, right? Or some this like there I was like, he got it. He got it.
Yeah. If it didn't feel like
it happened.
If it didn't feel like he had the election in his hand
after the debate.
Now when he got up with blood all over his face, American flag in the background, fist to the air like he's fucking who was them niggas who went overseas? Damn, I can't think of the nigga name. Jesse Owens. He had his fist up in the air like he was fucking Jesse Owens.
Black Panthers
going crazy,
which is ironic.
So the narrative that's been going around with everybody who's been saying it's staged, people are like, why would he stage it? What would my thing is this? I don't think he staged it. I don't think like anybody within his close parameters staged it. But to say there's nothing to benefit when we've seen a president survive an assassination and almost do a land sweep of the country, like you can't say that it's not up there to negotiate with, or not even to just at least ponder. Now, people did lose their life. It was a firefighter. They said lost their life.
Oh no!
I think because apparently where I think he was
firefighters.
So I think from where he was at, I think that may have actually been accidental fire in their response. But I know there was a woman. I think she got shot in the head too. So either the woman, because it was a lot of mixed articles I was looking up for. I believe it was the firefighter died, he got shot in the head, and then the woman got shot, but she was also behind him. I think the firefighter might have been actually behind Trump too, and the woman was shot in the crowd.
I didn't see anybody else.
No, it was two people for sure. So that's where it's like, I understand that this wasn't fake or nothing like that. Like, I think we also got to understand his security detail was in question because they said like Biden was trying to get rid of his security detail because of the cases and stuff that was going on. Mm-hmm. Also, when they do events like that, they work in conjunction with the local government and the local PD. Those were state snipers up there. You know what I'm saying? So these guys necessarily doesn't mean they've been in war. Like there was when I was a correctional officer.
They might have never actually done this before.
Not in a real life situation. When I was in corrections, the top sniper in Georgia had never been in the military. He never shot in the military. Everything was in the state of Georgia, and that's how he got his rank. So these guys necessarily aren't 100% prepared the same manner. So that's why I could think the security oversight could be. It really was just that was in the perfect place and perfect opportunity for something to happen.
I don't know. Like, how do you get a ladder near the rally without like?
What do we always say
caught?
though? Like being a mediocre looking white guy, like this 20-year-old kid was. Nobody's like assessing that situation in violence until violence happens. You know what I'm saying? That's why we always have the, oh no, we couldn't expect it. We couldn't see this out of him story from them when things like this happen. Honestly, if I'm putting on my tinfoil hat, I'm going to say, I think the Republicans did this because like, you got to understand there's groups of people within the base that say Trump doesn't go hard enough. So you already have extremists on the right. Mm-hmm. And you have your, regular everyday Republicans. I could definitely see him either being an extreme Republican, and he's like, Trump isn't really the nigga who I believe in.
He is.
Because if I really believe the stuff that the conservatives say they believe, and then you see Trump's actions, those don't align with a man of God at all. So I could definitely see somebody going nutso and espousing that, and then that be his action and motivation for it. I think it's gonna be interesting to learn what we can, because they haven't really found much. Like nothing crazy at the house, no manifesto, no.
Yeah, and he
statement.
was killed there. So
he died right on the scene. They got him literally as soon as it happened.
There were no questions that could be asked of him for his motives or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. So it just seems like, man. And then I think of it like you got the far right people, super MAGA people. Mm-hmm. Then you get the regular Republicans who they could try to get this guy to do something crazy, and they win either one or two ways. You either get Trump down, and then you get somebody to run for him that you guys have more control of.
But my question is, who would you have more control of than Trump? Like somebody who...
Like Ted Cruz or somebody like that. Somebody who they can do some fake MAGA simulation to, and then they push him. Because...
But people fucking hate Ted Cruz.
Yeah. So, I mean, but then you think about this. And then if you think about it like some crazy shit where they're like, hey, let's just find some kid who we know is a bad shot, because that's what a lot of his friends were saying. Like, he was horrible with guns. He was a bad shot. Let's indoctrinate somebody like this, put him on some, crash out mission, and then see what happens. If he hits him, boom, we got our first play. If he doesn't, nigga look like a superhero. He's still on our side of the equation.
Technically.
And we can kind of just maneuver from there with at least the internal power we'll get as a result of him being elected and stuff like that.
Or maybe it was like a sign, like a shot, like miss on purpose, but you're in danger if you don't get in line type shit.
Could be that too. I think it's very
scandal.
I think it's very, interesting when you think about like Alex Jones the day before had a space talking about assassinating Biden. Talking about the deep state was going to assassinate Biden.
Yeah, that's what it was titled, right?
Yeah.
Will the deep state assassinate Biden?
So just to see him have that, he's already been saying they were going to try to kill Trump. Like, he's literally been having probably one of the best weeks of all time.
Yeah.
He's literally merged his platform with X, where he's doing Twitter Spaces and his show live. He's on satellite location, so they'll go into him every so often. Like, Alex Jones said it, but I just got to say, man, in the midst of all your problems and issues, you're amazing. A media savant, if you will. To have the internal programming that he has, you can't ask for anything better than that, man. You can't.
Fuck you.
You don't like Alex Jones? Are you with the globalists? Are you trying to bring in interdimensional demons? Because I just want you to know something, man. I'm a little retarded. That's what he said to Joe Rogan.
Just stupid.
But no, I think I feel the only reason I really hate this shit that happened for Trump is like because I had said in our other show that happened that he won the election with the statement. Now I feel like when we go back, it's gonna be the assassination attempt. What they say, why he won.
Yeah.
So
as soon as I saw this happen, I told you, like, I was like, he won this fucking election.
He got over
with. Like, I don't know what the Democrats are gonna do to, like, win back the sensationalism, put it back on their side, make it sexier, but
because that interview you did with Speedy Joe, that ain't gonna cut it.
No, I literally thought that was a skit.
That ain't gonna cut it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I thought Speedy cut himself into a Joe Biden interview because it didn't make sense for like the first couple seconds. And then after a little bit, I was like, oh, this is real. This is real. And you sound like you have dementia. I don't know what's happening.
You have the morals of an alley cat. That was funny when he said that. That was hilarious.
That's really funny.
That was funny. That was my favorite thing Biden ever said in his life. All right, man, let's get into some little lighter topics, man. Jaylen Brown. Man, I'm proud of this nigga because it's been a lot of people in his situation who have disappointed me time in and time again. If you want to hear my extensive rants on these young men.
There's multiple of them.
Being extorted by these old women, it's a problem. But my boys listen. He probably listened to the pod, so shout out to him. He got some notes. And
he listened to Rhetoric
he listened to everything I said with this. So I think we got to kind of just talk about the new lady first.
Who is the new lady?
Her name is Kai. She is a WNBA player. Her last name, I don't want to say it because it's kind of hard to say. It looks a little crazy. Has Z's in it. Not really about that. But she's actually the girl. Remember when we talked about Kevin Porter Jr., the psycho who went crazy on that girl?
Yes.
That's the girl.
Oh.
The girl that was found bleeding in the hallway.
So he's the dark-skinned guy that I saw with the pictures with Angel Reese and the other light-skinned girl. So the other light-skinned girl is his girlfriend?
Mm-hmm. And that's the same girl who was in the altercation with Kevin Porter Jr.
I mean, good for you, sis. Step up.
Yeah, almost definitely. Big bag step up for sure. Like, he just signed a $300 million contract.
Okay,
like,
period.
So
does she still play?
No, she actually just got cut this season. That's going to go into my point later on. That's going to go into my point later on. Well, first, we have to get into what's been the conversation. So he took her to the ESPYs. She was seen with him everywhere. She was looking great. They were both looking good. But it was noticed that Shawty wasn't on his arm no more, Bernice. And, they was pretty much a thing for the last few years. So he seems to have
years.
There was like at least a few years.
Oh, I didn't know
together.
that.
I remember seeing the pictures for a few years, at least 2 years. I've seen them being together out. I think he took her out one time out of the country one time, stuff like that. Remember we even talked about my theory when Drake was bringing up old pictures of him and Bernice, and that was right before he signed his contract.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that, but I just didn't put two and two together that they had been dating for that long.
Yeah, they was pretty much.
Did she have a baby?
Not with him.
Okay.
But again, smart man.
Honestly, Thank you.
And he wised up because, again, Bernice she's a great looking lady.
She's like the prototype.
She was one of the first, star to, like I said, she's a legend in this shit. But he learned that I'm a legit individual now, and I can't be with a woman of your past and ilk. And it's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow when you find like time is not your friend, especially as a lady. Because there's nothing wrong with her.
Time is nobody's friend, really, but
especially
as a woman, yeah.
But she's like I said, if you look at her, she still looks like she's about early 30s, like late 20s.
Yeah,
she
definitely.
still looks really good for her age.
She looks amazing.
You got a history, man. There was no world,
and it's out there too. It's not like it's a private history, like you used to be a hoe in private. Like you was a famous hoe for real, so that sucks.
And there's no world where he could take her seriously for real. It's really on now, and not go to the steps that he's trying. This nigga is the vice president of the Players Association.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you a man of standing. Like, I'm sorry, but Bernice would just be something you have something physical with.
Is Jaylen Brown the smart one?
Yeah, he's the one he's from Georgia.
Is he? Because I saw him giving
went to Cal.
I saw him giving a speech on something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was doing a speech on some astrophysics type shit.
Oh, okay.
He probably was doing something like that.
Oh yeah, girl, come on.
He was the moment he wisened up and realized I don't need to be gallivanting with the woman of your ilk. And it's not
that black man needs to be with.
It's not your fault.
A different type of black queen.
But her run would have probably been before 35.
Mm-hmm.
Once you go over 35 and you still in the life adjacent that she's in, the niggas are not going to see you anything more of but a good time. That's why you got Jalen Green from Houston, got Shawty Drea carrying her own baby bag when they down the street together. Them arms is for jump shots, baby. I can't hold no bags. I understand that though. These arms is for jump shots.
You're ridiculous.
That's for real.
You're a man. Hold your guy, like push the stroller at least.
No, regular niggas do that. Nigga, I got arms for jump shots. Nigga, I got to get up these threes. I can't be having nothing on my arm, hurting myself. What is wrong with you, girl? That's craziness. So shout out to you, Jaylen Brown. All these Jaylens, like I got white mamas, but
and both of them like fully black, right?
Yes.
Like the fuck is gonna stop naming your black sons Jaylen for God's sake.
Let the white women have something. Damn it.
We have enough Jaylens. Even the white women.
And then they're both
Jaylens.
colors after. It's Jaylen Brown and Jaylen Green.
Yeah, that's mad weird.
But at least, like I said, Jaylen Brown obviously showed he was a smart one.
Those are slave names.
I wanted to.
Those are slave last names. What?
Green and Brown?
Yes.
I can see Brown being a slave name for real.
Yo, Green. Go ahead.
I was just going to say now, let's get into what you was kind of talking about earlier. So they were seen together, him and Kai, Jaylen Brown and Kai. Also.
With Angel Reese. Courtside.
The Summer League games.
Yes.
She was looking good.
Angel, like both of them are baddies. I just want to say Angel is young and she's eventually gonna.
You said the girl's 22. You can speak about her like that.
I'm not even talking about her in a sexual manner at all. I'm just saying that she will eventually get to a point where she looks a little bit more polished, because I feel like she be popping out with just blush on and no, like you can't just put blush on and no foundation or nothing else, girl. Let's just be blush and lashes. Like I know you young, but just do the bare face.
I think this was probably one of her better looks though. When she came out with just even the whole facial, everything. Like the pictures I seen, this is probably some of her better looks.
Body is always on point.
Yeah, she was busting. She was busting out them
like
shorts.
that ass is crazy. She's like a stallion for real.
Jaylen, you gotta be hitting both of them. I feel like that's what it looked like.
I don't think that's what they are.
I was given. It was that energy was given. I'm a $300 million man. You don't think she ain't getting right?
I hope the WNBA girlie's not having threesomes with the NBA dudes because for money.
Well,
that just the contract, is hoes for that.
The contract difference is staunch.
I know, but there are hoes that do that.
I'm just being honest with you.
I just would wish that the WNBA girlies would not be like in my brain. I just don't want that to be happening.
The reason why I say I hope that he's hitting it, because that's the worst kind of girl for that to be around your girl. Because you selected a good one. Remember when I was talking about Jaylen Green and him and I was talking about Jason Tatum,
and
he was with the
LMI.
I said the best kind of women to select are women who have tried to be successful at something and have relatively failed at it. So that's why I said Kai is good, but you don't want the girl who's hooping on her old team to be getting in her head, telling her she need to, you need to get back in the gym. You need to get shots. No, she don't.
How old is Jaylen?
Jaylen's like 28.
Do you think that he wants her to like sit down?
Yeah.
And like WNBA seasons aren't even that long for real. He's out. If she's playing,
not good. Okay.
If she
she gets back on the team, it's off the muscle favor. Like the girl was having like averaging like she was doing Bronny numbers. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like.
Speaking of Bronny,
that's where the next come up. You were dirty macking, Jaylen.
He definitely was.
That was dirty macking in the highest order.
The lip reading people on the internet are not gonna let you sleep. That's why you need to take a page out of Bronny Daddy book. Period. Because what was you doing? You know the cameras are on you, and there are people on TikTok who are lip reading specialists who lip read mess for a living, and they get millions of views. And I love it.
I love that you brought that up about Bron, about the whole thing, because he loved to do that on the court, but he forgot that the entire court was like mic'd up. So like niggas, it was still like, I was like,
we can hear you.
Yeah, you're so fucking dumb. Like, but he was shitting on him. A lot of people were not trying to admit this as being dirty max. So, saying Bronny has to be trying to go at Angel for it to be dirty. No, it's not. Anytime you shit on another man to women, you are dirty macking.
Yeah.
Even if you are,
there's no reason for you to have done that.
Even if like success wise, you have cleared him tenfold.
But let me play devil's advocate for a little bit, real quick. Do you think because all of them are like literally professional basketball players, except one sucks, might they have been having a conversation overall about the situation and Bronny being in the league now and blah blah blah, and them thinking about talking about all the stuff, and then we just caught Jaylen saying that I don't think he's MVP.
Yeah, no, he was just saying I don't think he's a pro.
He's a pro.
That's the part that makes it viable. It's not like he didn't say I don't think he's an NBA player. Yeah, because of course that's 400 men.
But also,
to say he's not a pro.
Agree?
Oh, I don't think he's a pro at all.
Yeah. Either. So like, I don't think he was telling the truth.
But to be caught saying it, and LeBron is still who he is in the league.
Is it dirty macking if you're telling the truth?
100%.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
you can. I've definitely used the truth to dirty mac.
Yeah, that's the best type of dirty mac for real.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes from a real place, I'm getting that shit off.
Yeah.
But I just feel like he got to kind of understand that he is going to be under more of a microscope now.
100%.
When it comes to that. So you kind of just kind of brush it off. He had a little tweet that he did where he tried to like, LeBron and them playing together is such a great accomplishment. Like he really tried to clean that shit up afterwards. That shit was funny. But hey man, like I said, you selected good. You got a girl who's not good at her career, but it's relatively successful enough to make it look like she tried her best. She's not going to have any regrets.
Lord,
you just get her.
Yeah, because
keep her busy, get her knocked up. Probably because this is a.
She's 28.
She's a keeper. Get her knocked up. She looks great in Chanel. Just get her knocked up. Keep her around. Don't be like Kevin Durant. Being all weird, letting the money change you. That's what his WNBA girl said to him. She was like, nah. Once he started getting to the money, he started acting different.
When he started getting money.
I hate when girls say that. He started acting. No, he didn't. He just realized what it was. Like
he just started acting more like himself for real.
He just
got all
busy.
Money does.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Just be exactly who you are when the money comes. That's all you're ever going to be is who you are when the money comes. But I just think that was dope. That he kind of just got his mind right. Like, please leave these women of the night where you found them.
Women of the night. They're Instagram baddies, like women of the timeline, probably.
Okay, women of the timeline. That's fair. But you just got to, it's just a real reality, man. Like the girl, just if you look at everything about her, she just fits the perfect basketball wife that you would want. She is a black girl, so that helps you in that, demographic of people. And then she's just a stunning girl. She's a very great figure. And then she probably let you hit her teammates every once in a while. That's, like I said, nigga, that's a...
I don't think that's part of the contract.
I think that might be.
That
should come with being a $300 million man. I'll just say that.
I mean, anybody but my teammates probably.
But she got cut.
Like, what?
She got cut. Ex-teammate.
Just don't be hitting bitches I know. Are you dumb?
That's a hard request right there. That's tough.
It's not.
Well, when you're lit, yeah, it is, because everybody knows you, and then you'll know a few people too, and just
and
crosses
there's so many. There's so many women. Just don't hit none of the bitches I know.
Okay, but then you'll end up having a situation like Megan Goode. So let's bring this up then. Let's talk about it. I just want to say this: when I saw this clip, I want to be honest. When your friends and stuff came into town, I wasn't sure everybody's orientation and coupled up and everything, or everybody who was going to be there. I was worried something like this was going to happen because I was going to crash out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
my
be honest
friends
with you.
would never do anything like that.
I'm just saying I would have crashed out because like the difference between you and a lot of the other women that like I've been with is like I care. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I care about shit like that I wouldn't have cared about. Like a lot of chicks who used to be like me, like, oh, he's not really just. I was like, no, I just don't really value you in that manner where I'm gonna crash out if somebody touches you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just paint the situation because again, this is an edited video. They don't show you everything that happens, but we'll just see what we're just gonna tell you. What occurred. You want to do it? Do the honors?
Yes, because the video it starts with Michael Ealy like bear hugging Megan Goode and then lifting her up and like
off the
spinning her around while Jonathan Majors was standing there, and then he skips Jonathan Majors and then addresses the couple that's standing next to him, and it looks absolutely insane. And then Jonathan Majors, so he's just standing there looking awkward,
it's looking doofy,
looking like Cecil,
glasses hanging off his face underneath his chin,
the top hat, just slave rags on.
Michael Ealy, you a bad motherfucker, man. You a bad dude. Cause that shit was, I don't care.
That is light-skinned man behavior.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care how long you've known a woman. I don't care.
He's definitely known her longer.
Yeah, I don't care how long you've known a woman. I don't care y'all relationship. If y'all are not kin in blood, to pick her up in front of her man.
I would like to imagine that Michael Ealy used to blow that back out.
That is
They're
the most
both gorgeous,
vile thing that you could ever do.
They're so gorgeous.
Like he really like.
I want Megan Goode.
He should have just spit on Jonathan.
I want Megan Goode to leave Jonathan for Michael Ealy.
No,
I do.
Michael Ealy got a wife.
He does?
Mm-hmm.
Whole time?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
And word on the street, Megan was a little stingy with the pussy, so I'm not sure that she was out there dropping niggas down with it. So
yeah, that's good for you, girl, because probably everyone wanted it.
I'm pretty sure
she
there's a lot
had
of
to be stingy with it.
Like sometimes I like to think Regina, what's her name? Regina, not Regina King, the other Regina, one who was the stripper in
Hall.
Yeah, Regina Hall. I like to think of her being the more friendly, like Megan Goode version. Like she was the one who she'll lace up with a few of the guys, a few of the fellas. She made a few Eskimo brothers. But
we have no idea.
But
allegedly,
that's what the runaround title. But it's just friends kind of gotta have to understand, like when you're in situations like that, that just is not okay. You with your person, he's right there. Like I would really have an issue with that, because I want to have an issue too with you, because when we first saw this, I went right to you when the video first dropped, and the first thing this is how I knew that we was gonna be married first. She goes, I would never. If there was no other way to start the conversation, that was the best way to start it. I would never.
That's crazy. As a man who knows that I am married, like, why would you lift me up off the ground and spin me if you're not related to me or I'm homosexual?
It was just disgusting. Like those are literally the only things that would be okay. Because anything else behind that is just so. It was just to see his face. Like, because they did cut out that they acknowledged each other before he did that. Because they tried to make it seem like he just glanced over him.
That's what I thought. I assumed that, like, he did the black man, like, oh, my brother, let me acknowledge you first. Hey. And then, like, you can acknowledge the woman that you've known for much longer than him, but you gotta do the respect thing first. I'm
gonna be honest with you. If I speak to you, if I know the woman and I speak to your significant other, that's the man, if in this particular situation, then I spoke to you. I don't have to do all that. If you speak to me, then you spoke to her. You don't have to do all that extra and necessary stuff. No, you spoke. If I speak to you, I don't have to go to your woman. I don't have to acknowledge. I'm like that 100%. Well, I say I could have known the girl longer than I know her man. And when I speak to her man, that's in conjunction now.
That's odd. I don't agree with that at all, because if you've known me longer and then you speak to my husband and then you don't address me at all, that's fucking.
That is addressing you.
No, it's.
We are one.
No, it's not. Don't do that weird ass shit.
Don't dap my girl up. I don't want any of that.
Like, if you don't speak to me, first of all, the type of person
don't
I
even
am,
look her in the eyes.
I'm gonna be like, I'm not standing here. Like, the fuck, I'm invisible. The fuck is good with you?
And then you can say, "Oh, my bad," and then you can oblige her. But don't you initiate it, my nigga.
Like, don't act like you haven't known me for a decade.
Act brand new,
nigga.
Act brand fucking new around mine. That's the only way you can. That's the only way it should be done. Because then you have situations where niggas get too friendly, and then women don't know how to respond.
Like, don't pick me up and spin me and do all that extra shit.
Megan was supposed to push him after that.
After you say hi to my husband, say hi to me too, if you know me. Like, what? And then even if you don't know, like, you have to acknowledge both people. It's rude if you don't do so. I feel like it's common courtesy to just acknowledge the people that you're around. And if you're addressing one person, then you kind of just give a general, like, hey to whoever else is there.
Just hit the Asian bow. You just give her a little that, and you don't even gotta make no eye contact, my nigga.
Fucking,
you know how I am about you. I don't play about you though. You know that. I don't play about you. Because if I did, you wouldn't want to be with me. So this is what it is. It's just part of the life. I've never been possessive about anybody in my life. Like, no girl would ever say I was possessive, except you. You're the only one who could get that off, honestly. Because my brain didn't formulate like that. Mm-hmm. Like, it was just like, yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's it. No, you. I need to make sure niggas
we're married, so fair.
Niggas need to know. All right.
What's next?
I sat down with Danny.
Oh yeah. So Rhetoric was a guest host on the Stop TV, hosted by Danny. So shout out to Danny for having Rhetoric on. It's on YouTube and he's
clipping it up. So y'all check out. It's 2 clips out right now. He says he's supposed to be dropping another one tomorrow. So just check out. We talked about Joe Budden podcast, Rory and Maul, the Star situation. We also talked a little bit about Rocky. So and shout out to Rocky too. She's been real dope lately. Mm-hmm. But no, it was pretty good. I think it was funny. She said something in Spaces today that I think I said on recorded with Danny. So I think that's gonna be kind of funny when she hears that. But no, it's been pretty interesting how things just been formulating in the Spaces. We've been mentioned again,
which like I was kind of surprised by, because we're a much smaller platform. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we've been mentioned so many, like the 3rd time this time.
Yeah, we've been mentioned this time because we got roped in with the Dub situation. So Queen's Flip went to one of the patrons' house, or one of his work areas.
Mm-hmm. Highly inappropriate.
Yeah, it was crash out behavior. He went there. It wasn't a real altercation happened. According to Dub, he said one of his homeboys who works in that area too, or whatever, went out, said some things to Flip. It's all recorded. Flip tries to say Dub came out with a shiesty and bear mace. I still have that seared in my brain. Like, I just think about a picture of Dub with the shiesty on and bear mace, like ready to go to war with Flip. Like, that shit is living in my head rent free right now.
That's hilarious.
But he ends up bringing us up. He talks about my critiques I had when I was sitting down with Danny, and then brings up, what happened with us when we did the old show. And it's the problems that, Asu, again, you can have your issues with me, but I'm going to let you speak on what you've had and what's been going on. And then,
It's like very odd that my husband addressed this man and he immediately went to like sexually harassing me on his giant ass platform, which like at first I was like, whatever. But now that I think about it, and now that he's mentioned it another time, like, I haven't addressed you. This was another platform that Danny and my husband were on. And then I mentioned again because I was sitting next to my husband merely supporting him, I can't do that without feeling safe. That's fucking crazy. The fact that like you've mentioned sexually engaging with me on multiple occasions is scary as fuck. Honestly, it's unsettling. You forever have no consent from me in any situation ever. Like, there's no way that would happen. So I'm like, it feels like you're threatening to sexually abuse me over and over again, which is fucking wild. Stop bringing that shit up. Address my husband like a fucking man. Like, I haven't, in both of the situations where you have brought me up, the second time, I wasn't even on that platform. My voice wasn't there. My face wasn't there. Why the fuck are you bringing me up? The first time you brought up his mother, you're literally a sorry-ass excuse for a man. You're a fucking crash out. Literally. Rotund-ass bitch. That's what you are. And you're literally, you exploit your family for content. You abuse your son. That's what I've known you for. When I saw that Queen's Flip was on the Joe Budden podcast, I was like, oh, that's that nigga that be shaking his son. That's all I know you for is physical abuse. You exploit your family and your community for content. You're a bitch, and that's it.
All right. So I also want to give a little clarification because you was lying on those stage.
He was lying.
I told you that I fuck with Flip the Script. That in no way, shape, or form insinuates that I was a fan of you. So you can stop saying that.
There's mad people on that platform.
Honestly,
right?
No, I mean, when the one I was talking about was when he just do interviews. I never watched Flip the Script. I just never did. I've only seen clips of it, and I was just trying to make a hate sandwich. So I started with love. And so before that was the love. Like, I fuck with Flip the Script. And then at the end, I said, you a businessman, so let's discuss it. So that was the hate sandwich that I had in between. So stop saying that. And then secondly, too, you said on the stage, oh, I can find clips of, Fair talking about him and saying shit about him. Yes, after you said that you were going to abuse her. After
you literally sexually came at me on your big-ass platform.
So,
of course I'm going to say something.
Anything you've seen her say about you was said after that.
And I'm going to stand on it. You're a bitch.
And I can admit, too, my part to play in this, I did instigate it and things of that nature. And I probably should say that I'm sorry, but I'm not.
It was so easy.
Because
why was it so easy?
I'm not sorry.
Why are you so easily triggered?
They're fucking words, and you can bring those words to me. The problem that I have and will still have is that you try to say you want to fucking rape my wife. That's the problem. And I don't have to bring in your family. I'm not going to talk about your kids. No matter their obsession with wanting to sleep with my wife, I can see that there may be some problems going on at home. Maybe there's somebody at home you can or won't sleep with. Maybe you should fix that. Because for a married man on multiple occasions to say this to about another married woman, and then let's add all the cheating content you've been putting out just for jokes. And then let's add all the different little conversations you said on Joe Budden that's alluded to a lot of inconsistencies, as we can say. So let's just stop talking about that portion of it. You can criticize either one of us, but once you bring it to sexual violence, you're a fucking weirdo.
Weird as fuck. And I knew that like people were going to be coming at me when we have a whole podcast, but that's really weird when you have a beef with my husband and then you bring sexually abusing me into the conversation. Like, that's weird as fuck. And we're saying sexually abusing because there's no way that you would ever in any situation or any lifetime have my consent to touch me or be near me.
So
period.
We're going to keep it this way. We're going to have critiques about you. We're going to talk about you. And anything that's said on this platform, if you got something to say to it, you can say it to me. But nobody's sorry. We don't need an apology from you. You can kick rocks, blow bubbles, and fuck you. And also too, we got a plan. Because I don't play fight. I don't do all the fighting. I don't do all that rah-rah shit. That's why I didn't go on stage with you at any point. I'm just going to play content games. So hopefully you can keep up. Hopefully Joe don't got you booked up too much.
Joe told you to calm down with that shit, and then you literally went on another platform and said the same shit that he told you not to say.
Yeah, but I mean,
after you went on a hiatus, so I feel like you already on thin ice.
So,
which you should be, and you thick as fuck.
So we about to see how thin that ice is. So let's have a little fun, eh?
Mad thick.
Oh man, that bulbous Trevor. I tell you what. All right. So we got that out the way. We can have some more fun. But first, we got to get a little serious. This Young Thug shit is getting crazy.
Honestly.
So they didn't recuse the male black judge.
Yes.
Bring in a female black judge.
Second judge.
She recuses herself because her deputy had an inappropriate relationship with one of the co-defendants.
She said, y'all not about to get me in this mess. If it look messy, I'm taking myself out of it.
And then they brought in now a white woman who is supposedly the attorney now. I mean, excuse me, the judge now.
The judge, yeah.
So this is going to get interesting. I don't know. We don't got to stay on it too long. I just thought, like, niggas thought it was done when they seen the black woman come up.
Mm-hmm.
They thought, oh, she about to throw the book at Buddy. But I think it's just funny. I think it's kind of interesting just seeing the little relationship thing. How I think that needs to be explored a little more. Because they said it was like her deputy had a relationship with one of the co-defendants. So it was like.
Was colluding with
wasn't
one
he?
of the
That was the one that was trying to fuck, right? I remember that I was telling you about that one girl who I saw. She was on there and she was saying that the nigga kept trying to like fuck her. Like while he was trying to get her a statement from her. Like he was trying to take her out and shit.
I don't know who that was though.
That was crazy. That's nuts. There's all these.
But that would be crazy if that was what that was.
See, I think Thug and them might get off on this now, because the either this or the case is gonna be so much longer and it's just gonna be more hell on him. He's gonna have more time served. But I just see that now when you just add in this new factor. This new person has to go over all of this information that's been put out before. She's got to say what stuff that maybe
much longer.
If you have already a judge that's been recused and now you got to go and question some of his rulings.
Yeah.
So it's like now you got to go back and start from step one.
They have to start from scratch.
It's gonna be crazy. But no, that was pretty much what I wanted to say about that. I think we talked about Alex. Yep. Oh, we forgot to say y'all got to check out that new Tyler Perry movie with Megan Goode.
Yeah, Divorce in the Black or something like that.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna watch it.
It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah,
we'll watch it later. But Megan's album.
Okay, so let me start. Let me start by addressing that y'all have been fucking dragging me for it wasn't even my take, because I don't think y'all understand that we were having a conversation of the possibilities of the things that could be happening within her career. And I was discussing that might be one of the things. I wasn't saying that I think she's a whore and she can't work outside of the United States because she'd be shaking her ass. That's absolutely insane.
Also, too, I think people have to understand, like, because they kept trying to say, like, oh, the Caribbean has all this. Like, there's culture and history built around that. Like, the history of exploitation amongst black women and all the other shit in America just doesn't have a rich, like, autonomy to it. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why it's not processed the same. So
I was trying to say that she might not be received well in other communities because of maybe their moral standings and things of that nature. And people were fucking stitching it with her new song. So she dropped a new album. So we're going to talk about the new album. And one of the songs on the album is what they were like trying to prove me wrong with, because she has a
which
song
didn't prove anything, because you didn't prove that the song sold overseas. You just said that she did a song with an Asian nigga. Like, that was your argument. It's crazy. Then they tried to show like a concert. Somebody tried to put a stitched up the concert with her. And I'm sitting there like, okay, but you don't tell me how much these tickets cost. Did they have to adjust the pricing of this? Did they do any funky ass promotions to get people to come here? Like, there's a whole bunch of stories that could be told. And we don't even know how big the venue was.
We have no idea about any of that stuff. But regardless,
like, we're not saying that it's impossible for them to get a show together. Well, what we're saying is it's not going to be a universal stretch. Like, there used to be times where a certain type of music would go anywhere. Like, if you had a certain type of dance music, it didn't matter who you were as the artist, that the music aligned with what people wanted to hear. And we were just saying that. And I still don't think her music doesn't sound. Yeah, it doesn't align with everyone globally.
Yeah. So, the album is 18 tracks. It starts with Hiss, so that was the diss track she put out against Nicki Minaj. I'm going to start with the songs that I like first, because there are songs on this album that I like. So Figueroa was one of the songs that I like. I think it's cute. I think Where Them Girls At, that's one of them booty shaking, like you want to
like the body yaddy.
You want to throw all of your morals out of the window. And that's one of them like summer tracks that makes you want to just like throw ass, even though you don't have one. That's me. And then Broke His Heart was one of them. I like the I forget what she sampled, but she sampled, I think it's like a, I don't know, it's like a UGK beat, I think, but she sampled that and I enjoyed it very much. It's like a very like hard rappy rap song. It kind of reminded me of like old Meg Thee Stallion, like Tina Snow, which I am a big fan of. For me, in my ears, she hasn't topped that mixtape. I love that mixtape. It was so good. And the way she was rapping on that mixtape was just like, this song was like a little bit close to like a Tina Snow type song. So I enjoyed it very much. Mamushi is the song that she has with the K-pop artist. The stop. And it's a cute little song. I like it.
It's like one of those songs that I feel like wouldn't do well over there though.
Watashi wa stop.
Like it seems like one of the songs, like, you know, like the Teen Titans theme song.
Yeah.
Like it seems like one of those songs that do well over here, but maybe not.
Maybe
crazy.
We don't.
We'll see.
I haven't looked at the numbers.
Because is the dude even like that big? Like
he's not that big over there.
And that's why. How big is hip hop in Japan for you to even play that to us?
It's been getting bigger. It's definitely been getting bigger. It's like the
hip hop.
It's like an underground scene.
But my thing is this. Even then, and again, I'm just keeping it strictly Japan. It's a fucking island. Okay, there's not that many people can fit on it. Okay.
Well, I don't know if he's a.
These motherfuckers ain't all gonna be into hip hop to say. Well, I know.
I don't know if he's Korean or Japanese.
Oh, okay, I thought he was Japanese because that's what
I'm
what
not
I was
100% sure. If you saw that, then
that's what I saw. People say he was Japanese.
Yeah, his name is Yuki Chiba.
He's Japanese. Chiba sounds Japanese to me.
I don't know, child.
It's crazy. That's not right next to his name. Usually they have that next, like right next. Oh,
no, I'm on. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was googling him.
No, I'm trying to stay on the list. So then, next is Spin with featuring Victoria Monet. Victoria Monet can do no wrong, honestly, and I like the way they sound together. Sometimes, most of the times, I don't like when the rappers like slow it down and do like a moody like R&B vibe, but I feel like because of the way Victoria Monet composed the song, because she's an amazing songwriter, I like it and I'm a fan of it.
How did you feel the features came across? Did it feel like it was one of those situations where she just sent them the beat with the hook, or do you feel like it was more collaborative in efforts?
That it seemed like it was definitely more collaborative in effort. The next song that I liked was Miami Blue, and it was featuring, let me see who this is. Buddha blessed this beat. So he made the beat. Mm-hmm. And that's like one of those like outside very much songs. Some of the songs that stuck out to me that I did not like specifically, I think there were like two. And let me talk about them. They were definitely pussy raps. And I'm a fan of pussy raps when they're good, you know, like WAP is my shit. All of that is my shit. But Downstairs DJ, I wish it was better because it's Downstairs DJ.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
It's literally a song about masturbation. Like it's a song about like her playing with her pussy. Like literally. But
basement spin cycle.
It grew on me a little bit, but I don't know. It's like the first song I've ever heard about like female masturbation. What? For real.
From a woman?
From a woman.
Oh, okay. There's tons of Prince songs that talk about women getting it on.
Nah, but it's in my generation, first of all.
Well, I mean, just saying. There's other women. Lil Kim's got songs about it. I'm sure that
about masturbation.
Yeah. Damn. What?
It's fully like the whole thing is about like her not needing a man because she just used the rose and busted a nut and now her senses are cleared and she's good and she about to stay home.
She trying to turn you on to robot bitches. That's she trying
And
to do.
I like that very much, but I didn't like the song that much. Worthy, I did not like. But I'm not a fan of like very repetitive hooks. But that was like her obvious, like she trying to get a pop. She trying to get a little pop hit from that. So I didn't really like that much. And then that was everything that stuck out to me. One of the other features was UGK. So she had not Pimp C because he's dead. No.
I thought she did use Pimp C's verse.
Yeah. So
With Bun B.
no. Which one is not dead?
Bun B is not dead.
So he was on the track.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she was talking about, I saw her when she was talking about with, I think it was with Shannon, where she said she got a Pimp C verse too. I thought she said she had a Pimp C verse on the song.
And then she had a Glorilla feature too that didn't really stand out to me.
I hate when that happens.
Something think is my accent. He liked me because I'm thick as my accent or something like that. I don't know. It didn't stick out to me.
I always felt bad about that song that they did. That it was supposed to be so big that I don't ever think it really jumped. It was a song. Remember, they was her and Glorilla were teasing together. I think it's out. The one they performed at
yeah, the Go Meg.
Mhm.
Go Meg. It's big as fuck. You
think so?
I
just feel like I would hear it more. No, when I say
I hear it nonstop.
is it like on TikTok and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, I'm talking. Well, that's what on my other platforms because usually you're the TikTok girl on Instagram and other stuff. I'm not seeing it as much.
Yeah. Bow. Go Meg. Bow. Bow. Get him glow. Hey, get him glow. Hey, get him glow. That's my shit.
I'm not saying. I haven't seen it. I thought that
it's a
song
thing.
would have been like everywhere where you walked out. It'd been playing everywhere. Like I thought it was gonna be one of those.
There's a whole little cute little dance to it and everything.
I mean, it's a song for everything like that.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that I'm not hearing as much as I thought I would.
Meg said that she officially came out as bi on this album. I don't know if she's ever like told us she was, but there's been like she's been like acting like she been fucking with girls for mad long, but she came out and said that she likes women.
No.
Also.
That just means that she's gonna fuck with a woman with a man close by. You can't have that many bars about a nigga paying your shit and then you gonna get with a chick because she not paying for shit. You know that.
Women have different standards for women.
So she gonna turn into a stud for a woman? Start paying for shit?
If she fucking with a pretty girl, she probably wouldn't mind tricking on a pretty girl. If I was bi.
No,
I would definitely.
Not to go back to an old topic, but your girl Angel Reese was talking about she ain't no trick. They ain't tricking. So what you mean? Like, ain't no why is it cool to assume y'all would trick on the bitches but not
men.
the niggas?
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm saying why is that safe to assume that?
Listen, I'm not a bi girly, but I just feel like pretty girls deserve things.
The thing we do for bitches, y'all doing for niggas.
Pretty girls deserve things, regardless of what gender you are giving the pretty girl the thing.
So the pretty girl can give another pretty girl a thing?
Yeah.
Insanity. Was there anything else we need to touch on?
That feels like harmony to me.
No, it's not. It's disgusting. Unless I'm in between.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's
Just
gross.
because you're not involved, that's why it's disgusting.
I need to be there. Y'all need somebody to center the sex around.
What is next?
You need to center the sex around my ejaculation.
What's next?
It's done when I come. Everyone stop having sex now. All right, let's get on the complex list.
There's another complex list?
Yeah, for the top media one. We talked about this one last year. Remember when Joe was on top? Pause. All right, we can just go through a quick of them. This is hip hop media list. Gay B, I'm pretty sure you don't know him. He's on the radar. I really don't care to go over a whole bunch. I just want to go over some notable ones.
How long is the list? Is it like top 10,
25.
top 20? Oh, no.
We're not going to go over this. But Jason Lee was 23. He was ranked 11
Boo.
last year. That's crazy, though, for him to drop that far. I think a lot of people hate on him for probably good reason. But
because he's a messy bitch that lives for drama.
But he should be top 10 every year, if we're being honest. If we're keeping it a bean.
The stuff that he breaks, yeah.
Top 10. Then they put Adam 22 at 22. I thought that was
he has some
funny.
shit on Rihanna, by the way. There's no way.
Oh, he has
they're
to.
that close. Like
He's not that great of a guy to be.
He
around.
has a video of her getting her like something on her chest. I don't know. It has to be some of that
That's
caliber.
the story. So yeah, Adam 22, number 22, Van Lathan 21.
Okay.
He wasn't on the list last year. Trap Lord Ross, my guy, number 20. I know you hate that.
I said he's one of the ones that I don't mind too much because he does like mad research and he does documentary type things. So
how do you feel about Sway and them being on here? I feel like that he should be grandfathered in, so like
he's not even like
he shouldn't be
on
the
these
list.
lists. Yeah.
Like I just feel like he's above this.
I feel like them and like Breakfast Club and like
Breakfast Club I still like should be Breakfast Club, Ebro.
I was gonna say
Angel Lee was
Ebro,
17.
Ebro and whatchamacallit, like radio before podcast personalities.
Big Boy should be part of that list too.
Big Boy should definitely, yeah.
Because he was 16 and he was 18 last year, so he went up. Angie
I enjoy
Martinez.
Big Boy. Angie
She's another one
Martinez
should be solidified.
a great interviewer. I love the way Angie Martinez interviews people.
They took her down 3 spots.
That's
from last
crazy.
year.
Shannon Sharp, you need to take some notes from the way Angie Martinez fucking interviews people. You let things breathe.
Rory and Maul was 13. Shout out to the guys.
I enjoy Rory and Maul. Maul a little bit less, which is crazy because you're black. Why are you making me like a white man more? Continue.
Lil Yachty and Mitch was 12. Hopefully.
Okay, I like Lil Yachty. I don't like Mitch.
We got a plan for them. Hopefully it comes to fruition. We're working on that. You still got to.
Let me not say I don't like him. Let me take that back.
Yeah, that's going to age crazy.
Yeah, the shit that I've heard him say is crazy.
And the stuff I've told you from the spaces.
No, and then he was on Poor Minds and everything. Like the difference between Yachty be like, yo, nigga.
Did he talk about his cousin that he talked to?
No. He was just talking about hating his bitch and cheating on her the whole time.
What I was okay, like I said, you need to get it. You need to use your DM. We're moving on.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go into the top 5 because for the most part, like they had like Noir, they had Gillian Wallow, stuff with guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll go into the top.
Was
5.
there anything like blasphemous that stuck out to you?
Not really. DJ Vlad was number 6. Then Elliot Wilson was 5. I think
Who is L.A. Wilson?
Elliot Wilson.
Okay.
I think Elliot probably could have been switched a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Top 5 just seems like because he was crying last year. They had him at 8 last year. So again, Elliot, I'm not buying that one. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my place on here. So it was Elliot was number 5. Charlemagne was number 4.
Okay.
Charlemagne was number 3 last year. Then you have
these lists don't actually
Kai Cenat at 3, which I feel he should be number 1 or 2.
What? Okay.
I would say 2.
Where do you categorize Kai?
He's a multifaceted. I feel like this. He is a streamer, but one part of his streams is hip hop streams, and his hip hop streams do bigger numbers than a lot of these people who are talking about
fair. Because Drake went on his stream and was like, stay on.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to drop this shit.
Well, that was Academics. He said that too.
No, there was.
He did that to Kai too? Oh,
yeah.
I know Academics he did it too. He told him to stay on because he was dropping more.
He told that to Kai too.
And then Academics was number 1. Joe was number 2. I feel like it should be Academics just because the way he handled himself, and then Kai, then Joe. Like Joe's fell back a little bit. I think that the content hasn't been as riveting in some aspects, and so I think that's why it's okay for him to be down a little bit. And we gotta get rid of this old nigga shit, yo.
I was expecting Mel to kick niggas' backs in more than she has been doing.
No.
But I know that like cognitively you're not where you were and everything. So I'm not gonna hold you to that.
That's why I don't.
That's really fucked up.
That's why I don't kind of go too deep on it because it's like it's no point when somebody says that and it makes perfect sense and it's fucking obvious when you're watching the show. Mm-hmm. It's like there's no point even discussing that.
I need you to start bucking at niggas when you don't got your bitch.
She been doing it more lately.
You don't have your words together. Just
but no, like
start physically abusing these men because they are idiots.
I think Complex can. I think I'm not been mad. I haven't been mad at the Complex list that we've talked about these last few weeks. I think they've been pretty good. I think they're important. I really do think they're important. But I just think y'all have to stop with this old nigga shit, yo. Like it's okay to knight the new guard, yo. It's like it's okay to let these young niggas live and understand. No, Kai Cenat is the wave.
As an old head, like I'm thinking about like how I would feel, but I wouldn't necessarily feel like I need to be on these lists.
Oh no. But
if I was a big boy, like I don't need to be on Complex list.
Those guys. Yeah, I'm talking about. It's needed though for a little bit with Kai and them because these are the people who are gonna give you backing when you're trying to do projects and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
the
maybe not complex, but the people adjacent to them.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that was pretty much for that. I didn't have too much to say on it.
There's been a lot going on in the AMP house. They just bought a house in Brooklyn.
I saw that.
Fucking crazy.
It's a fucking trap house.
Shit going on with Ray. Maybe apparently he got kicked out, but then Kai said he was buying him a house because everyone was saying like this nigga act like this because of you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of shit going on, but I always wish the best for Kai. I hope that young man is successful and he moves accordingly and he moves carefully and you get all of the things that you want. We rooting for you over here.
I will say too, I do feel like this. This is who I feel like, and I just looked at my notes. Aiden Ross should have been a little bit higher. Should have been on there.
I'm never
I know you're not,
advocate for white men.
But his hip hop moments have been some of the highest moments. The shit that he did with Playboi Carti, the 21 Savage shit that happened. Like he's been legit making moves in hip hop in regards to media. He it's not his focus, so that's why I probably wouldn't put him in the top 20. But 25 he could have been in there.
Calculated viral moments that make him look like a dickhead, but like
the sexy red shit.
I don't think that anything he's done is important or of any cultural significance, so he can stay right where the fuck he's at. 100%.
Aiden Ross, I feel like you should have been on there, so I'm gonna say that. All right,
he wasn't on there at all.
No.
Okay, yeah, stay right where the fuck you at.
That's craziness. Man, I watched. I don't know why I did this. It's probably like an hour of my life that I wish I would have got back.
What'd you watch?
I watched Don Lemon and Candace Owens do the debate because I wanted to see like the little back and forth and get more context with it.
Mm-hmm.
Don Lemon is the worst debater ever. Like and it's not like they were having a debate; they were having a conversation. But like the way that he just let shit flow, it just doesn't feel like a educated person to me. Because there's a lot of stuff that she was saying that could have got pushback, but you don't know enough of the information to be able to do so. Like even when it came to like the January 6th shit and her trying to deny it being a fucking insurrection, like my man Destiny, you know who Destiny is, the white boy?
Yeah, with the blue
streamer. He bodied the shit when he was talking to a girl on Spaces because she was like, "Oh, I don't believe it was an insurrection." He goes, "So have you seen the 7 states that Trump was trying to push out fake electorates with? Like nobody's debating this." Like he's like, no one's saying this didn't happen. Like we have it all here. We have the list. He started going down. He was bodying her ass. And just to see like Don Lemon,
that's something I enjoy about Destiny.
Yeah, he bodies.
He does his research and he's ready to debate when you go on that platform.
And he's not afraid to call you an idiot.
If Destiny ever invited us on there, I'd be reading books, nigga.
You got to. You got to be prepared.
Books.
Because he was just killing her ass too. But it was just like I wanted to see more of that from Don Lemon. It was like I hate this whole, especially with like black media. I've been noticing dealing with her is like this attempt to humanize her while she's saying dehumanizing things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it doesn't make sense to me, this collective effort to platform her, and you're not going to do your due diligence and being prepared to attack her points. Like she just gets up there and just lies and then acts like a child when it's convenient for her. Like she had one moment, I can't think of it exactly how it went through, but she was acting like a little 16-year-old child with like her little comebacks and like I guess he said something about the police and she was like, "Oh, so now you're okay with the police? Now you're on the police's side?" And I'm like, yo, you look like a little 16-year-old girl just trying to be snarky. And it's like she espouses so much hate and puts so many lies in with information. She's not as bright as people try to make her seem. Y'all just like seeing a black woman who's confident talk. It has zero to do with
it's because
what exactly she's saying.
They don't be letting black women who are confident talk. So people be grabbing on to as much of it as they can.
It's so much full of hate speech and so much full of misinformation. Like
she hates a lot of people.
The shit that she was saying about the gay shit with him, and for him to kind of just like not have any real response to it, where it's like you're not calling her out on her homophobia, you're not talking about the detriment to it. You don't even get into your real bag and be like, yo, we're discussing something that is so far like trivial in this population. Like these people are a minute piece of sand in the whole grand scheme of things. This is just fear mongering and BS. And it's just like bro, just
things that we
whoop
don't
her
need to be
ass.
talking about at all.
Whoop her ass verbally. You're a gay man.
And
Jesus Christ.
That was your problem with the last time you talked about Don Lemon too, when he interviewed
Musk.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're not prepared
and
to counter
Elon Musk
shit.
is not somebody that's smart at all, contrary to popular belief. Like, that is somebody that can definitely take a verbal lashing if you are equipped to do so.
Destiny bodied him too.
Don Lemon was Destiny be
But see, it was funny.
shutting people up on his show.
But Elon,
their show?
Elon, no, it was his stream that he does. He does a stream.
No, what is he?
He white.
No, like what does he identify as? Because sometimes
Oh, they or
is
whatever.
this person non-binary?
I don't know. It's Destiny. We'll just call him Destiny.
Oh,
But no, Destiny was on another space, and the person who he was talking to was everyone 100% could tell was Elon Musk, but he was using a burner, and he bodied him again. Like Destiny, you're right. Destiny does work. There are some instances like when they try to get into like the relationship talk stuff with him, where he gets kind of looks sick because of the cuck stuff. And the stuff with his ex-wife, I think it's his ex-wife now, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the stuff that makes him look like a fucking nutso. But besides that, like I've heard some points of his that I don't agree with. But just the information like that's substantial, he's gonna bring it every time. And that's why I just need you to do Don Lemon. You're a gay man. You have the fire. Bring the vigor out. And bro, don't let her just kill your people like that, dog.
Why has nobody platformed Destiny?
People platform Destiny all the time.
Okay.
He's on a whole bunch of people's streams and stuff. It just
like on TV.
Oh well, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to do TV. I don't think he would want to do TV.
He would do so well on. He would body anybody.
I wouldn't say that.
If I was Destiny, I'd be like, put me on with anybody, any Republican on any of these roundtables on CNN, Fox, all of these things.
The only reason I wouldn't agree with that is they work in blocks and he operates in a more freer space. Mm-hmm. So it's not that easy for those conversations to be had in a 30-minute block and things like that. Because even when he was talking to the girl that I was watching, when he was in the space with the girl, he like was bringing up videos and stuff because she was trying to say like, oh, they just let them into the Capitol. He was like, no, I have videos of them breaking glass, breaking into the door, all this other stuff. Like, it was freaking hilarious how he was able to body that shit. Damn, I'm trying to see if I had this video saved. I saw this one that was just saying like it was crazy that when white people come out as gay, they always act like the opposite gender.
He said that white gays turn transracial when they come out. So white lesbians like Billie Eilish start acting like black thugs, and then white gays start acting like black women, which, yeah, definitely. Because there are so many white gay men that have come out and been like, oh, I feel like there's a black woman trapped inside me. Yep. No, bitch, you're just obsessed with us. You're just obsessed with us. And it's really just okay for you to say that. But I'm so obsessed with black women, I want to be like them. Just say that.
I'm just going to be honest. I think there is a generational link that maybe had transpired during slavery. But like, I always think about this one night when I was hanging out with some homeboys, and we started hanging out with these white girls that we work with. And the conversations, I know, but the conversations that we had, like the black guys and the white girls, they just like, it was like a puzzle piece. Like, just from the conversations they had about their partners, how like lackluster they were about them, how they were like, they were just a piece of something they just hated to have to be around. Like, the conversation was just, it flowed just like that. The white girls was talking about their boyfriends, talking about how corny they was, or like the nigga they were talking about the girls that he was messing with, talking about what they lacked in comparison. And it was like, it just flew. It was a masterpiece in a way. It was like these two pieces just come together. And then when I see like black women and white guys, it's like the same thing. It's like they have like oppression in the capital from it. And then that confidence they get from the white woman, and they turn into that guy from Napoleon Dynamite. And I'm just like, damn, yo. Like, it just, it might be in a way where it's like, maybe we just need to stop focusing on like maintaining the color and just go full yellow. Just make us the Simpsons.
No.
We might need to have to. We might be the last of a dying breed. I think everyone's going to be yellow in the future.
Are you saying that we just need to just do Like just bad interracial couples.
Let's just get rid of the whites and the blacks all together. Like Portugal. Let's do what Portugal was trying to do.
One mono race.
Yeah, let's just eliminate each
well,
other.
that's what National Geographic, you remember when they were like, this is what everyone is going to look like in the future? And it looked like fucking Amber Rose or some shit?
No, they was a little bit darker than Amber Rose. That stupid bitch. Oh, my God. I'm just saying, you go on stage and you're pro-abortion, you're pro-slut, like everything the conservatives are against, and then you think that, oh, you just gonna get that shit off and that's cool. And then you do the fucking weak ass rap.
She did a rap?
Yeah, bro. Like it was disgusting.
Oh my God, bro.
Matt Walsh was like ripping her ass. Like this is a white conservative pundit. And he was like, yo, this isn't mobilizing the base at all. You have a slut on stage. Like, get her off.
They're not gonna accept you because you're a whore to them. And you're black, bitch. Like you're still black.
Trump trying to get busy with her. That's why Trump was like, I'm the greatest president ever, and my dick is a little bit bigger than Kanye's. I've seen it. And I'm not trying to lie to you. Not trying to lie. But.
That's a terrible Trump.
Oh, I didn't really get into it. You want me to do it for real?
No, we can move on.
I didn't want to say all that.
We can move on. You sound more like Biden.
I could get into my Trump bag if I wanted to. I'm the greatest. Okay, I have the greatest penis ever. It's way better than Kanye's. That's way better than Wiz Khalifa's. Okay, it's gonna get you high.
I doubt it's better than Wiz Khalifa's.
Now that nigga in jail in Romania. He probably not gonna ever get
what?
Out. Yeah.
For what?
Smoking up on stage.
Nigga, like, can you just not be a drug addict for a little bit?
Nigga 40 still trying to light up everywhere.
Like, come on. I know you'll probably get out, but come on. Because your baby mom's is with Trump.
Amber, you said the father of your child is where?
If that nigga win, you getting pardoned. You good.
He's in Romania for the weed? Just the weed?
You think Amber Rose is cozying up to Trump because her baby daddy in Romania in jail?
Well, she was doing that before that happened. Remember?
Oh, damn. Bitch, I was trying to save you. Dumb bitch.
I could definitely see. Amber, I've smoked some of the best weed ever. Okay? Probably better than Wiz. 100% better than Wiz.
Let's move on because you're having way too much fun with the Trump accent.
Oh, well, you gotta. I don't know how you gonna feel about this, but your boy Shannon kind of cemented the win in his skip battle.
Listen,
should I take
in the Shannon versus Skip? I'm on Shannon's side. He's a black man. I'm always gonna be on the black side. Period. So continue. So
the New York Post reported that Skip is calling it quits. He is leaving FS1 after this summer. Mm-hmm. There's also been reports saying ESPN is not looking to sign him at all. So, yeah, Shannon won. Shannon just got an extension from ESPN. He's getting a bigger position. He's only growing as a media persona.
And he has his own shit.
Skip, you fucked up, bro. You let your weak-ass white ego get ahead of you. Mm-hmm. You got all up in your feelings. And you lost the best colored man that was ever happened that came into your life. At the peak precipice of colored man right now.
Yeah.
The best time to be working with a nigga like that.
Yeah. He's one of them niggas that you definitely want to be working with. He gives a little like brain dead a little bit. So you should have just kept him around. I don't know why you didn't.
But like the thing is like he gets exceptionally bright around sports. That's the beautiful thing about Shannon.
Yes, and the only time I watch Shannon is specifically when he's not doing sports content. So that's why I probably feel like I don't see the best of him. Because when I see him doing the shit with Ocho Cinco and stuff, I'm like, he seems very entertaining and captivating. I get that. But like when he's interviewing people like Amanda Seales and anybody else, I'm just like, nigga, you're a bumbling buffoon. But yeah.
But no, I'm just glad that he got this just to see this happen, because usually stories like this don't happen. Mm-hmm. Usually Shannon has a hard time getting the job. Skip gets back into the swing of things and goes forward
and just replaces Shannon.
I will say, Skip, you tried your best. Now you brought in Michael Irvin. You brought in Richard Sherman. He got drunk and fucked everything up, but he did. Nigga got fucking arrested, tried to beat on his fucking wife again. He didn't beat on her, but he was just talking shit like he was.
Okay.
Because he got drunk and got a DUI and shit. But he fucked it up. This happened during the season, too. Like, literally while they're in their push to try to get the show going again. And then you try with Paul Pierce. I can only say that you didn't give up without a fight. You lost, but you didn't give up without a fight. And I can't be mad at that.
Who do you think he should have brought into the equation that might have changed the outcome? Like maybe somebody younger?
The only
maybe
person,
like a Iman Shumpert?
No. The only person who I could see he would have had to go straight pundit, like no ex-player type shit, and just really dive into the pundit. Maybe you could have one ex-player.
No ex-players, like just like
he
a
coulda had
media personality.
Like if you could get Michael Irvin full time, but Michael Irvin don't talk basketball like really well. So it's like you don't really want him to do that. Honestly, the person who I think could have helped save him is the person who I think is going to replace him at the company, and that's Nick Wright. That's my guy.
Ooh, yes, the Persian man.
I think with him working with Skip, with him being anti-LeBron, him being pro-LeBron, that would have been able to bring so much. But the fact is, Nick is just, especially with Skip's age, Nick is just a superior pundit. Like, he's just a superior broadcaster right now.
I do enjoy Nick's content, even though I don't enjoy sports.
Yeah.
I like when he brings his kids in and stuff. I like him.
And it would have been like him whooping. It would have been like me whooping an old nigga's ass up and down the fucking hallway. That's what it would have looked like.
No, but that's entertaining.
Oh, no, it would have been great.
I would have loved to watch that.
It would have been great.
I'm ageist.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I would have been 100% fan of it.
I want to watch old people suffer.
But I like the way that it happened because
Get them out of the society. Y'all are not doing anything to benefit us. Just stay in the house. Don't give them licenses. They shouldn't be able to vote. Stay y'all old asses inside. Die slowly.
And don't run for office either.
Don't run for office.
But no.
With your old raggedy ass.
I'm just excited just to see this next future wave for Nick Wright. I hope he keeps his show that he's doing now and they just kind of give it a bigger budget, but we'll see. We'll see, because usually
he's guest starred on that show or on ESPN. Like
no, he's on FS1.
Okay.
So he's on the Sports Network one, which is Fox.
Okay, I was like,
what
Network. Is that?
The Fox Sports Network.
I have no idea what that is.
I could just see them giving him the reins because Colin is like Colin Cowherd. He's kind of like he's associated also business wise. He's kind of going to be their prize possession, you could say, but he's like the noon 1 o'clock guy. Midday guy, but I want to see them give the reins to Nick, and I think he'll do a great job. It was really sad too on this podcast that he lost a friend. His wife did. One of her like really good friends just died suddenly in her sleep.
Oh no!
It was tough.
That's
man.
a good way to go though.
Yeah, I mean, but she was young though. That's why. Like it was natural causes. It wasn't like she was sick or anything. It was just.
And she didn't even.
They was on vacation together, and then she coming back home, and then.
That's sad.
Yeah. He was broken up about that shit.
Yeah,
I don't think they was vacation together, but. He was on vacation. They came back from vacation, and like that was like the first bit of news he got.
Oh, fucked your whole vacation up.
Yeah, right after he got back home.
All the vacation vibes, just all your muscles tense back up.
You know what I was thinking about?
Yeah.
You put an earring in my ear, and I got headphones on.
That I didn't think about that. And then the nigga, I put a chain on him. It's been in his shirt the whole time.
I thought Debo was coming around.
Like what? Oh my God, babe! I saw a couple that does a podcast together. They're actually quite funny. They do completely like different content than us. They don't really talk shit about people. They just be like doing their back and forth shit. The clip I saw, he was talking about how her pussy hasn't been as tight as it used to be, and that the Kegels wasn't working. And she was like, really? Because he was like, yeah, you tried to squeeze like once or twice. She was like, I squeezed like 17 times.
See, that's why we couldn't do that. We don't need to go that far.
That's what I was going to talk about. I was like, I very much enjoy that content. I wish we could do the whole back and forth, like our relationship thing, but they're much older and I feel like they parents probably dead. Our parents are still alive. We can't do that.
Also, I just wouldn't want to have those kind of discussions like publicly with other people. I like hearing your thoughts about things.
They were very playful about it.
Oh yeah,
like it was highly entertaining. Like they were both like crying laughing at the conversation. It was really like I enjoyed watching it. But yeah, I was like, I wish we could do shit like this, but like also we would have to let people in an amount that I don't want them, and then and then also like our parents watch this. Like we can't talk about our sex life in detail at all.
Well, maybe if you guys stay fans long enough, you'll get to the part where we run out of content and have to talk about our sex life.
I thought you were gonna say if they stay long enough, our parents will just die.
Young. What the fuck? Who says shit like that?
Like if y'all stay for another 20 years, all them niggas gonna be out of here. So, like, what?
That. That's nuts.
That's what I thought he was gonna say. Oh
That's
my God,
nuts.
I'm hot now.
I'm not that sick of an individual. Yo.
Oh my God, that would have been so funny. Like I really.
I don't. My parents are old. I don't like talking about them dying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm probably. I'll be fortunate if I get another 10. So it is what it is.
I'm requiring at least another 25 out of mine.
My dad older than Kobe Bryant daddy that just died. So.
Yeah, I need at least another 25, 30 out of mine. Y'all don't even got grandkids yet.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I don't like to play. Every time I hear somebody like what is Rob Schneider just died? No, not Rob Schneider. What's his nigga name? The gymnast guy. You don't know the stretching guy?
Oh,
he just died.
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
I can't remember. His name used to ring like a bell too. Like
Yeah.
Richard
Pryor.
No.
Richard Brand?
No,
Richard
wasn't Richard
Pryor.
Simmons. Simmons, yeah. You said Richard Pryor. That's a fucking black man.
Yeah, that's
Richard
a
Simmons.
black comedian.
But yeah, like that's why they be like 70, 72, 69 was Kobe dad. So it's like I just be seeing that number and it's like, fuck. Like,
yeah, let's not talk about our loved ones' mortality in this episode. Let's move on to something brighter.
Well, I mean, I was kind of let's just kicking the shit we've been pretty much done since the Candace topic.
Okay, so we're done?
For the most part, everything we got to talk about.
Okay, cool.
Unless you had anything else.
No, there was nothing else that I wanted to get in. Oh, really quickly. Rema dropped the album. Rema is one of my favorite Afrobeats artists. The album has been getting like very mixed reviews. It's been so odd. So I've been seeing people be like, this is kind of like it's a little bit too demonic, which I feel like that's a colonized mindset. And then so he came out today, actually. There was a clip and he was basically saying that his album sounds the way it does because he's trying to like not get back to the roots of Afrobeats, but like really like not water down the music to make it more acceptable to people like us, people outside of the African community. And that African artists need to stop watering down the music because we're making it too accessible for people to replicate the sound. And he was basically giving us his reasoning why the album sounds the way it does. I fucking love it. I'm not African. But the shit just like spatially, audially, it just sounds good. Like the way that it was produced, everything. I love Rema so much. I think he's an amazing artist. Seeing his growth has been like amazing. He's one of those artists I feel like are on my list of like, nigga, you're not human. You can't make mistakes. You just got to give me hit after hit after hit. Like you've given me 3 projects that I've feel like there's no skips on it. So now this is the standard that I'm holding you to. And this album, I feel like for me as a Rema fan, it hit very much. Macham is amazing. Love that song. Yayo, Ozeba, Heist, like it did the job for me. So that's all I wanted to say about that. And I think he's right. I think y'all need to stop watering down your shit to make it more acceptable to the masses. We have mad machines that are pumping out music that's popular. Artists need to make their art. And artists like Rema are very important. Fucking stick to your guns. Stick to your creative like guns and just fucking do that shit. And don't try to chase the money. I was afraid that you were gonna try to chase the money when you did some shit with Selena fucking Gomez, nigga. But I'm glad you're not doing that anymore.
Selena is a good girl.
Regardless, that's not an African girl. So
also too, to all of you fat apologists out there, leave the fuck alone Ice Spice. She don't need that cellulite on her ass to look good, okay? That's the only reason the nigga keeps fucking you. It's because you got cellulite on your ass. That ain't the reason why niggas is fucking with that right there, okay? So y'all need to just leave that alone. Let that girl. Ain't nothing wrong with a nice tight ass. All right? There's nothing wrong with it. You fucking beluga whales.
They said she looked like a boy in a wig.
That was disgusting. That's gross. I don't like when I honestly have a real big issue about that because that takes effort and discipline in a physique rise into like.
Does it?
It does to get a. Well, she might be on the O, but I'm just
saying.
Like
right now for
even
celebrities,
then, that's a sacrifice in and of itself.
It doesn't take
to
that.
try to make yourself look at least good, and for y'all to be over here just talking about people who have lost weight. She don't look like she's unhealthy.
Yeah, but I don't
she just looks like she's an athlete now. She looks. She
didn't need to lose weight.
No disrespect. She keeping it tight.
Good.
She seems more athletic on stage in regards to her being able to continue to do her moves and stuff like that.
She still has.
She don't need to be no fat ass, young.
She still has zero stage presence. We saw her at the BET Awards. She's doing the same bending over and shaking.
That's cool.
It.
That's all we need.
And then if that's her main move, then why would you get rid of what you shaking?
She didn't get rid of it.
Don't make no sense.
She made it more agile so she could shake it more. I just don't like that. I don't like when we talk to women and they lose.
That's what Meg the Stallion did. Meg the Stallion made it more agile. Yes.
They both tightened it up.
I don't know.
I don't like this hate for the O and all this other stuff. No,
I didn't even
criticize that fucking meatball girl. With her fat girl gross sister comedy.
That's what I like Meatball, but I don't like when she does the self-deprecating fat humor. Like
all of her shit is fat girl humor, yo.
It's not. You don't follow her.
Okay, everyone I see is just fat girl.
Yeah,
humor.
like she used to just
be abrasive as fuck.
Yeah, she was just a hood bitch for real. Like, cause she was funny as fuck. And where she from? Philly. Like she was just a.
She like a Dusty Suki.
She was literally fucking hilarious. Like, but I don't like the self-deprecating humor girl. Like all of the fat girls, y'all don't need to.
Her and Rolly need to wrestle.
Y'all don't need to roll. She got all that work done, and now she just look tight.
Let them wrestle now. She got to pay for it.
It just looks tight. She looks uncomfortable in her.
We should sponsor the first annual Talk F&F Fat Off, where we just get like a bunch of fat women just to wrestle.
We need to end this
mud.
show. We do.
We can't do that.
We need to end the show tonight.
Let us know in the comments before we end the show if you would like to see a Talk F&F presents the Fat Offs.
It's just gonna be a Talk F.
We're gonna have fat and fat women going against each other. Talk fat and fat. There we go. Look, it works perfectly. Yo, we in there, yo. We about to make a bag, yo.
I'm not gonna be
a
part of this.
If you want to, you can fight with the women too. That'll probably be about more your speed.
Yeah, you got titties just like them.
All right, life is a labor of love, so let's keep building these moments together. And remember, your job is not your family, and the only thing you should exploit is these corporations. Thank you for listening to Talk F&F TV. I hope everything is up to y'all standards. Again, I do apologize for last week and not having any video. I'm a dickhead and an asshole. And I apologize for such.
Mistakes happen. Follow us on all of the social media at talk.fnf.tv you're on YouTube probably right now. Maybe not. But follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of the social media platforms, TikTok. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you enjoyed anything. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye.
Audio is also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We out of here.
Bye.